Hi YouTube. On the last video I said I was going to do 2 more videos to review a couple of things, this and this. I'll just combine them, I'll just do them both on this one, more so just because I've only just purchased them both and there's not enough information on them both. It's a very quick video just to show basically what I've just purchased. So I spent a few weeks now prepping to get back out wild camping. I've done a couple of wild camps, but it's winter now. I'm off work this week, so I might get a wild camp in this week. It's raining all week. It always rains when I'm off work. If you need some rain, give me a week's holiday and you're guaranteed it. So yeah, I've been prepping for wild camping, watching a lot of YouTube on it, and I really want to get back into it. I've not done it for like 30 years up until this year. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is basically a knife sharpener with a few little extras. There it is. And then this is a normal power bank. There's not much to say about it, but I wanted to throw it on this video because it's actually got solar charging. So for wild camping or bushcrafting, this is really good. It can be a lifesaver. So there we go, let's have a look. So this is basically called a 6-in-1. The 6-in-1 that's in it is, you have got 2 sharpeners. So this first one is tungsten carbine, so that's your normal sharpener. So if I get the knife that I've just reviewed, and how this works is you basically hold the grip and it's left to right, hold it straight, and you just slowly but at 90 degrees to the sharpener, pull it down. And I'll take this with me, and I'll probably, every time I use this, I'll probably do 10 strokes. And then what this right one for, that's ceramic. So that's basically like the leather strop. So if you're sharpening something, then you do a leather strop afterwards. That's the only way I can describe it really. So you do your sharpening on that one, and then you do your smoothing on that one, and that's basically it for the sharpening part of it. So it doesn't matter what size knife. You can use that one, you can use this one. I've actually sharpened this the other night, and this really is sharp now. I wouldn't do things like this with it. For things like this, I keep one of these. So sharpening block, you can probably just see there's 2 different shades, 2 different colours on there. So the darker one is the rough, and then the lighter one's the smooth. So what you do with this is you just wet it. You can spit on it if you want. That's what most bushcrafters do, or just wet it, and then just like that. But that's another thing. So left one and then the right one at the end. So that's the main 2 on this. Other features, you have got this. So what this does is, if you've got a knife such as this, can you see though it's got a serrated edge? So what this is made for is this will sharpen your serrated edge. Couple more features it's got. You can probably see there's just, you can put this on a lanyard, and then just 2 more features. One of them is a survival whistle. That's pretty loud. I hope that didn't come across loud. And then the last feature on this is a fire starter. It's a very small fire starter, but believe me, if you haven't got one and you need to start a fire, that is a lifesaver. So I'm just gonna move all this out of the way just to demonstrate that quickly, if I can. Just point you down. There you go. There we go. You can see it's very effective. That shows how good this knife is at them as well. So yeah, really good. Better be careful I don't set the pleb tavern on fire. Don't be wanting that. So yeah, this wasn't cheap. A moment of madness. I think this cost me $9.99. That's more than I'd ever pay for anything. But yeah, it's really good, and it's something that I'd use. And if it's a choice of carrying that, which weighs nothing, and carrying that, which probably weighs 2 kilos, I'd take that with me. That can stay in my backpack, where it has done since I bought it, and it just doesn't even come out. But I know it's there, so I'll use it. Okay, onto this thing. Oh, I've turned the light on. Let me turn that off. So yeah, I wanted to throw this on there because a power bank is a power bank. There's nothing special about that. But basically, it's a 36,000, not 3,600. 36 and 3 zeros. mAh lithium battery power bank. So that's a lot of charge. So this thing will charge your iPhone 7 times. It will charge your Android Galaxy S10 5 to 6 times from a full charge. It's also, let me just grab my phone. It's also a wireless charger, so as long as your phone supports QI, which is Galaxy S9, S8, S10, most of the iPhones, then you can just charge it by putting your phone on there. So the other side of it is the solar panel. So if I was camping, I'd have that on the back and I'd have that facing the sun, and that'd be charging. So that's a good feature. Another feature of this, hoping you can see that, yeah. Another feature of this, you can see there's 2 USBs. There is a C socket and a micro socket. So you can at the same time charge 4 things with this. There's 2 USBs. You can charge on each one of them. So you can charge an iPhone, an Android, anything USB you can charge on this. C charger, the little C USB charger, and then the 4th one is obviously the Wi-Fi charger, the wireless charger, and then the other socket in there, which is the micro. That's for charging this. So you can actually charge this while you're charging 4 other things, which is really good. But failing that, if you're out on a walk, I'd put this in the straps on my backpack facing outwards, so it's constantly charging. The charge on the micro, so plug it into a socket at home, is a quick charge, so probably 1-2 hours and it's fully charged. This is a lot slower, which you'd expect it to be anyway. It's not a massive solar power on there. Probably take 9 hours, but from completely empty, if you're out camping for a couple of days and you've drained it overnight, which would be very hard to do, you can just leave it in the sun, and by the time the sun goes down it's fully charged again, which is really good. The torch that we've got on here, which I've just demonstrated, it's got 3 settings. It's got an on setting, it's got a normal flash setting, on off, or it's got an SOS. So yeah, all them are achieved by doing a long press and then a short press for each setting, and then a long press again to turn it off. This is also IP66, so it's dust proof, rain proof, splash proof, and this casing, now it's all in, doesn't come off, also makes it shock proof. But yeah, IP66 is a really good rating. If anything says dust proof, that really does mean it's watertight as well. So IP66, dust proof, splash proof, rain proof. You can leave this outside your tent all night and it can air it down. It can rain all night and it can be fine the morning after. The only thing I'd say is this needs to be on. So if that gets damaged and comes off, it needs to be pushed down to make sure that it's watertight. So that's it. Just to show you, there's the power. There's no digital display on this, which I thought there might be, but 4 lights is fully charged. The first light, so there's 4 lights, it's 3 lights showing the power. The first light shows it's on or off, so that's not part of the charging, and then it's a little bit of charge, 2/3, and then fully charged. So there you go. Really neat piece of kit. I've used it. I only got it Friday or Thursday, I think. That's auto off, by the way. It will turn itself off after 5 minutes. I'm hoping it lives up to the reviews. The reviews on that are really good. That cost £25, so I really do think that's a lifesaver. It can be used at home and out while you're camping as well. So the next video coming up is a live taste test this Saturday at 7 o'clock, if I remember correctly, which will mean nothing if you're watching this video in 6 months time, but there you go. Tune in for that on Saturday and we'll see if my own brew lager is any good. That's it. See you on the next one. Fill your boots.